Here we go. UFC 306 Bantamweight Division title is on the line. You got the Sugar Show, Sean O'Malley coming in at 18-1, taking on Merab Dvalishvili, the number one, I believe number one contender. Yeah, he should be. Comes in at 18-4. Excuse me, 17-4. Hopefully I'm not getting ahead of myself. And on the way into the octagon, Sean went right over to Merab. They continue to exchange some words. They're separated. We're exchanging more words during the introductions, and they've kind of settled down now, and they're both just, especially Sean, pacing back and forth, and both these guys come together. And Sean, much taller, but look how big Merab is, man, in them shoulders. Look how big Merab is. Oof. This is nerve-wracking. This is because you just don't know what to expect, man. This is nerve-wracking. Moments away, ladies and gentlemen, from the bantamweight title being on the line. Both guys looking at each other. Here we go. They do touch gloves, barely. Sean comes right in with that extended arm. And Merab's yelling and screaming. What's he talking about? What's going on? They stopped the fight. Herb Dean had to stop the fight. 20 seconds in, Merab was yelling at someone outside the octagon. And who knows? And Herb Dean saying, you do your job, I'll do mine. So. And was Merab talking to, see, why would Herb Dean stop it? That's what I don't get. I mean, he's yelling, the fight's 10 seconds underway, and Merab's yelling and screaming at Sean O'Malley's corner, it appeared. And Herb Dean just stopped the fight. And a spinning back kick nearly missed by O'Malley, and then Merab salutes him. Come on, Sean. Come on, Sean. Oh, yeah. He's looking for it. But he's got to be careful of that takedown. So Sean moving around well right now. Merab's going to come in for the takedown at any moment. But right now, Sean is keeping him back pretty well as he's switching his stance back from righty to lefty. Not much action yet. Definitely feeling each other out. And this is the thing, is O'Malley doesn't have great takedown defense, but his strike game is his defense. Nice leg kick by Merab. And a big right by O'Malley, followed by a left. This is the thing. You would expect Sean to take over on the feet if he can keep it there for long periods of time. Right? As you're already seeing that jab take shape. It's going to force Merab into a takedown. Whether he can get it or not, I don't know. O'Malley's got the reach. He's a solid striker. And O'Malley's giving ground at the right time. And he lands another left. Starting to pick up his pace. 7-3 in significant strikes. He's up. When I'll tell you, oh, there comes a takedown attempt. Yep. Here we go. Yeah, and Merab's going to be strong in these positions, man. This is what I'm worried about. This is what I'm worried about. Sean was doing a good job. Now Sean's getting up, standing up. Okay. And Merab has his hands locked, wrapped around O'Malley. O'Malley goes back down to a knee. It appeared he was going to get up. Merab landing about 5 or 6 knees. There's another one. Trying to frustrate O'Malley and kind of, break him down. 130 left in a round. That's a long time. And Sean gets out. And the crowd loves it. And that's a good sign. What wasn't a good sign is that when Merab went in for the takedown, he got it easy. Ooh. Merab comes in, gets a takedown, and looking for the guillotine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, and he's going to pull Sean down. He's got it. Oh, no. Come on, Sean. Just a lot of pressure being applied by Merab, and this is the problem. And this is the battle. This is the battle we knew was coming. Sean gets up again, and Merab points at him. See, Merab is really, like, overhyped. And I think that's going to play against him in the 4th and 5th round if it goes that far. Started the first 20 seconds yelling at the corner. Sean O'Malley, Herb Dean had to stop the fight, which is crazy. But good round. 11-10 O'Malley in significant strikes. 120 of control from Merab. Close round. Hard to say. But 7-2 in head strikes for O'Malley. He's taking some deep breaths now. He's really breathing. Didn't really exert too much energy in the first 3 minutes. But defending that takedown and getting back up, getting taken down again, getting back up, that drained him a little bit. Merab's corner telling him beautiful round, but, I think, hey, you got to calm down and get focused on your opponent. And either Merab is very comfortable in this situation, which is highly possible, or he's way too overhyped. Because when I say comfortable, he's like almost comfortable and being like jittery and all hyped up every second. So Herb Dean warning Tim Welch. Excessive coaching. And I think we brought that up in the podcast this week a little bit. Probably should have got into it more. But Merab saying if O'Malley pulls out, then Tim Welch needs to step in. So those two don't like each other, that's for sure. But I don't think anyone in the world wants to get into with Merab right now other than Sean O'Malley, especially Tim Welch. I mean, you're dealing with a Merab Dvalishvili that's in his prime, and you're not. People weighing in on X are saying Dvalishvili won first round, so we'll see. Very close. Come on, O'Malley. Don't be worried about the takedown. I know you got to be, but you got to get back to your rhythm. And is there any aspect of tiring out Merab? I mean, O'Malley's doing a lot of moving. Merab's got to continually chase, and he's whiffing a lot. Then O'Malley re-engages with a jab, and then gets out of there. So he's clearly worried about the takedown. Lands a big right. Misses on a big right, gives up the takedown. See, that's the problem. This is not good for O'Malley. Even if he gets up here, it's just not good. Because this is going to continue. Come on, O'Malley, you gotta move, baby. You gotta move. Uh, gotta get out of there. Get the feet on the hips, push off. Now Merab's back to his feet. O'Malley lands a leg kick. Merab re-engages. Yeah, definitely his game plan. And this is what we described. We could be in for 2 fights of a lot of control time. Definitely happened in the previous fight with 16 minutes. Was it 16? Yeah, over 16 minutes of control time. Ooh, what happened? It looked like O'Malley grabbed the glove. Boy, he was going for a triangle too and kind of had it. Yeah, and O'Malley did grab the glove, yeah. And it's funny because Herb Dean was behind and running around to make sure, and O'Malley clearly let go, and it became obvious. I mean, I guess it would have been either way. Now Merab stays in top position, and we're going to get a lot of this like we did in the last fight. We're going to get more striking from Merab in these positions. But O'Malley's still up 8-5 in head strikes. Not doing much in this round, but defending the takedowns and submissions. This is not good for Sean. This is not good. Because Merab wants to do this all night. And O'Malley trying to work back to his feet, get to the fence. He does. But Merab's relentless pressure is paying off. Dang it. This is not good. This is why when you look at Merab's resume, I had to go way back to get a finish. Way back. For the clip in the break before the fight. Had to go way back. Because he just grinds people down like this. For usually 3 rounds. Now he's trying to do it for 5 rounds against Sean. And just completely takes fighters out of their fight. Out of their game plan. Ooh. And Merab looking for the submission here. He's under. He's under. Come on, O'Malley. Hold on. There's a tap. Just hold on, baby. Hold on. He says he's good, and Merab lets him up. And O'Malley hits him. Yeah, baby. What is going on? Merab. this fight. These guys are crazy, man. With 5 seconds left, Merab lets go and turns his back and walks to his corner, and Sean comes and hits him from behind twice. With still 2 seconds on the clock. Just something's up with Merab. They might need to check this guy out. They might need to check this guy out. This guy's got way too much energy, bro. It's like he can't stay focused. There it is. Merab lets him go, taps him on the shoulder. Sean gets up, boom. Punches him from behind twice. And then Merab said, my bad. He's telling Herb Dean, my bad. Herb Dean don't care. Till there's no time on the clock. Sean's got to be wondering, where is this guy getting all this energy? I mean, should have energy, but this guy's like on a different level. And I'm sure it's all natural, but hey, I'm just saying. Something's going on here. This guy's got a lot of natural energy, if that's the case. Round 3 underway. And Sean could very well be down 2-0 right now. More than likely is down 2-0. And now it starts to change the entire complexity of the fight, because now you're like, you need to finish. But when you go for one, if you miss, you give up the takedown. Excuse me. So what are you supposed to do? The numbers are really sliding way over to Merab. 432 at control, 67 to 20 in total strikes, 24 to 20 in significant strikes. He's even taken a lead in head strikes, 12 to 11. So in all areas except body strikes, Merab is dominating. Well, head strikes are close, but and O'Malley's kind of been broken. That's what I'm worried about. Here comes another takedown attempt. He gets into O'Malley and pins him up against the fence. And this is what I'm worried about is the game plan for Sean is utilize the striking to keep him off of you. Now you're going to see Merab really work these submission attempts. He would love to submit O'Malley. And O'Malley just crouched up against the fence, really can't do much here. Merab's a guy with a lot of leverage. When he's got you up against the fence, he's got a lot of leverage on you. And it's very hard to find your way out of that. And a nice knee now by Merab, 2 in a row. Sean O'Malley pushes off. Halfway through this fight now, 2:30 left, just over 2:30 in round 3. And it may not be the drama the UFC's probably looking for at this sphere if we get another decision here. I mean, it'd be terrible. 6 straight decisions. The entire main card goes to a decision. Not the drama the UFC was looking for, but at the same time, it drags out the event. It plays right into the hands of what they would naturally want, right? Because we saw after the first 2 fights, despite going to a decision, they just drag, the UFC spent, ooh, a nice knee by O'Malley. Now a nice left and a right by Merab. But dragging this thing out helps you compete with boxing even better. Just gives more people time to tune in. It doesn't allow, a bunch of people to flip over to boxing potentially. I mean, I'm not sure what's going on with that fight, but it doesn't allow people to tune over to boxing. If this, this would normally be over like 12:30, 12:45, or an hour after that. So it gives the UFC a better opportunity to outpace boxing in terms of the pay-per-views. And Merab continuing to work the leg kicks now. He's really started to do that more. And O'Malley just can't get into his rhythm. And that would be defending the takedowns with constant striking. Merab seems to have the ability to go through all that. And O'Malley shoves off. And it's not even that Merab's like a good striker, but knowing that he can come in for a takedown at any time is taking O'Malley out of his game. And he has similar features to John Jones, especially when he was in a light heavyweight division. Utilizes that striking, keeps you completely off balance. That's Sean O'Malley. But Merab seemed to have broken through that. And who knows how this round went, but it's likely 3-0 Merab. Maybe O'Malley snuck that one. Total strikes 85-29. Significant strikes 31-29. So O'Malley closed that gap a little bit in this round. Head strikes 17-16. Control time 5:24 to nothing for O'Malley. But this is why they call it the championship rounds, right? This is when champions become champions, or when champions remain champions. They just have a bigger advantage. It's got a big advantage here in rounds 4 and 5. And you don't see too much doubt in the mind, in the facial expression of Sean O'Malley, and that's because it was great coaching in the corner. Totally keeping his head in it, telling him he's the champ. You're the champ. And it was a message of positivity, and it was good. Because that's what O'Malley needs right now, is just he needs to be positive in his head, get back to what he does, and try to find a way to be aggressive in the striking department without giving up takedowns. Very easier said than done, you know? Because you can't get it going. And you see it, like, Sean's tentative. In order to land, he's got to really reach out there. But then when you miss, you turn, boom, you give up that takedown. So that's why he's weary to do that. And there you see Sean O'Malley now really reaching with the left hand. And he's just susceptible to the takedown when he does that. And here comes a Merab. Sean lands a big right. Come on, Sean. Come on, Sean. Oh, man. Another takedown. How many is that? 4 takedowns, 10 attempts. Yeah, so he's nearly 6 minutes of control time. O'Malley's got to get back to his feet here. Got to get back to his feet. And it looks like he took an elbow on the way in, which I'm sure Merab's fine with right now. We're in the 4th round. And it's almost like, training with Aljamain Sterling. Who knows what he knows? Dvalishvili might know in his head that, hey, I could beat Aljamain, but I'm not going to fight my teammate. Aljamain Sterling was always saying, hey, I'm not going to fight my teammate. Maybe he knows how good Dvalishvili is on the ground. He don't want that funk, right? The funk master don't want that funk. So they didn't fight, ever. And now it's like, Merab's like, I've been waiting. I've had to wait. And now it's my time. And that's how he's fighting right now. 2:30 left, round 4. Oh, my goodness. Come on, Sean. You got to get up, baby. Man, you got to get up. And this is just so disheartening for a striker. When you eventually run in, you see this in the UFC time and time again. You got long-time striker champions who can beat most guys and keep them off balance. Don't have to defend too many takedowns. And then you get up against a guy like Merab or a Khabib or any of these legends that can come in and just take over a fight with takedowns, control time, and grappling. And there's nothing you can do about it. And all you want to do is get out of it and go back to striking. And you just can't. Oof. Nice left by Merab, who now has the back of Sean. Sean's got all 4s on the ground trying to get up. Now he turns his back to the fence. Yeah, man, this is just tough situation for O'Malley. Looking a lot like McGregor Khabib too. Except McGregor had like a good round. Sean hasn't. It's been the same thing. Merab shoves O'Malley down with 20 seconds left, and this is just hard to watch. 61-6 total strikes in this round. 49-6 in round 2. Oh, and Sean's in a little bit of trouble here against the fence. He needs this belt bad. And Sean taking some punches here at the end of round 4. And this is all Merab, who just walks through his corner and gives him a thumbs up. And now Sean's got to know, like, this is it, man. I need a finish. In his corner saying, we're almost done with this. You know, it's just hasn't been a good night at all for Sean O'Malley. And you can now see Tim Welch even struggling, not with what to say, he's just concerned, right? He's just concerned because it doesn't look like there's an angle, at least tonight, for Sean O'Malley to win this fight. Let's go, Sean. You got to dig deep, baby. None of this matters if you can get the KO. Come on. Come on. Come on, Sean. Let's go. Yeah, it's either 3-1 or 4-0. There's just no way. This clock can go to 0 with O'Malley winning. Umar saying 4-0. And the problem here is if Merab gets the belt, I don't see someone beating him unless they're a dominant striker with great takedown defense or matching takedown ability. Like any striker that can't defend takedowns has no chance to match up with Merab. That's clear. Now, despite that, there's 4 minutes left. Sean is still very capable of getting a finish, but he doesn't look like the same fighter we've seen previously because he's just off balance. And he, and here comes Merab with another takedown, and Sean can't believe it. And the tough thing here is Sean's going to try to do anything he can to get up, which he's doing, but it causes him to give up his back. And it's hard to believe. I'm looking at Sean right now, like, just stand up like it's so easy. But you got Merab driving knees into your thigh. He's got his chin on your back, so he's got constant pressure forcing your hands to stay on the ground. And O'Malley's doing what he can, but it almost looks like to me he's like at that point where you're submitting. Although he does get back to his feet. Merab pounding away. O'Malley with a spinning back elbow. 238, he's back on his feet. Here we go. Sean needs a finish. And you can now see at the highest level how a guy like Merab gets in your head. This guy is full of energy, relentless pressure, and takes you completely out of your game. But you still look at it and say, okay, Merab's got 10 minutes of control in about 23 minutes here, so O'Malley still had 13 minutes to work with on the feet. But during those 13 minutes, how much time of that 13 minutes is drained because you can't be your natural self because you have to worry about the takedown all the time. So it's just completely taken O'Malley out of the fight. Now Merab's dancing around back and forth. And Merab's starting to talk to O'Malley now. You're going to see this for the final 90 seconds because Merab knows he's got this fight. And he's just talking to O'Malley. Like O'Malley's hitting him and he's just talking to him. And if Merab gets this title, he should act like a professional. You know, we'll see if there's any post-fight antics, but the bottom line is he should just act like a professional. And like that's what I expected to do and not get crazy after the fight with Tim Welch or whoever. You know, you never know what's going to happen. But once the fight is over, usually tensions calm down. We'll see. So Merab looking at the clock, talking to O'Malley, who knows what he's saying. Something along the lines of, you know, your title's now mine, something like that. Dvalishvili has no reason to fight. He's just moving around the outside. And Sean's just chasing but can't get a read on him. And it's been that way all night. And the tough part is I don't know what Sean does differently to beat Merab. Merab just seems like he's on a different level. Now, Sean's young. So if they fight again and Merab's 35, 36, starts slowing down, maybe. But tonight, the fight comes to an end. And it was all Merab Dvalishvili. I mean, it's just absolutely all Merab Dvalishvili. What are you going to say? It's 174 to 46 in total strikes, 58 to 45 in significant strikes, 33 to 25 head strikes, leg strikes 22 to 1, control time 10 to 0. This is the most dominant contender victory that I can remember in the last several years. I mean, this is just, I shouldn't say that, but I mean, this is about as dominant as you get. And it was just constant pressure. Took O'Malley out of his game and made it look easy. And we finished the night with 6 straight decisions. I don't remember the last time the main card of a pay-per-view had 5 straight decisions. It happens, but not often at all, that's for sure. So Merab's going to move to 18-4. He's going to capture the belt. And then we'll see if there's any post-fight antics. See if there's any drama after the fight. There shouldn't be. But Merab was definitely talking there the last 90 seconds. And he puts on the big wig and he's ready. Joe Rogan already ready to talk to him. Joe Rogan knows what's happening. Sean looks like he just wants out of there. And here we go. It's going to be an easy decision. It's not even a question. Just give it to him. It's obvious. 49-46. 48-47. 48-47. Unanimous decision. And no. Merab sort of couldn't believe that. 2 judges, 48-47. And now Merab is breaking down a little bit. So I think all the tension is gone because now he got the belt on his waist. And he's going crazy on his knees. And you realize in that moment, okay, I just accomplished the highest level. And then he hugs Aljamain and the coaching staff and things like that. And now the love is coming in. That's what I wanted to see. That's usually what happens. That's what should happen. So Joe Rogan talking to Merab Dvalishvili, but that's the way it goes, man. I had a bad feeling this could be the possibility. We go 5-5 on the night, lose the main event, but listen, still a great night at the Sphere. Great night at the Sphere. Merab Dvalishvili is a new bantamweight champion here at UFC 306.